Welcome to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Kevin Brown, Debbie Antonelli, a 12-5 lead for Duke over Boston College. If you're just joining us, a 9-0 Blue Devil run is snapped. It's a Duke team coming off an 18-point win over Notre Dame in this building Wednesday and shooting it well. Kyle Filipowski could not hit there, but the offensive rebound stolen by McCain, who misses a three. Mitchell is there to throw it right back in. A relentless start on the offensive glass for Duke, which has rebounded 4 of its 6 misses. Here's Devin McLaughlin and Madsen's first basket.
BC's got to get ball reversal here. Duke is playing switching man-to-man defense, and you got to get the right matchups and take advantage. Like that, right there. Post inside, getting caught with Roach on his backside. Relentless motor of any Blue Devil on the floor.
BC's leading scorer, rebounder, shot blocker. Their second best, Gurley. That one's deep from 3. And grabbed by Mitchell, rebound number 6. And then Mitchell throws it right to Madsen. You got 2 towel boys wiping the floor. And they vacate the premises just in time for a Madsen stop. It was not a long breather for Filipowski, by the way. He and Proctor return along with Sean Stewart. Explosive 6'9" freshman. And Filipowski gets a hand on that pass from Chaz Kelly. It's a stop by Proctor.
That was a tremendous job to keep BC in front. I go right back to Madsen. He's had the hot hand for Boston College.
It's Kelly's 3 instead rebounded by McLaughlin. Surprise return to school. Rivers. And McLaughlin goes 1 for 2. Better start for Philip. Really 5 decades. Pull up 3 around and out for Prince Aligbe. Boston College is 1 for 8 from deep. Proctor, not the hesitation, drives it on post.
And that's smart, because when you push and you run the floor hard, you're
4 points for the sophomore captain. We're back to 6 for Duke, which has led nearly the whole way. In the lane, Harris draws the contact and cannot get the bounce. Free throws coming for Claudel Harris Jr. 6 Eastern tonight, right here on ESPN. Loses an OT to Kansas State. And now Kansas Baylor, which is really
losing to TCU in that triple overtime game a couple of weeks ago.
Free throw is good for Harris. A 4-point Duke lead. A little switch of direction by Roach. Playing with the 2 fouls and stroking the jump shot. 3-point shooter Harris off the mark. 1 for 9 now for BC from deep. Filipowski has space inside Zachary.
BC. Duke's early offense has been excellent.
Post is still yet to score. Zachary couldn't take Stewart. Duke has been very good on the ball these last few possessions. Zachary again. In the mid-range, Jaden Zachary has his...
A couple of plays offensively. And if it works, you got to stay with it, because it's hard to communicate any changes, tweaks, anything different.
Zachary back from Harris. Zachary, that's a spot he hit a few possessions ago, and he drilled
in closing out.
Eagles are hanging around here. They turned it over on the opening possession only once since. Filipowski feeds Proctor. Who's good from deep?
I love that set by John Shire.
The post is a little slow, so Mason Madsen in no rush to get the ball over the timeline. Zachary with a switch on Mitchell. Zachary again. Mid-range assassin, Jaden Zachary.
And then recovering back to Filipowski.
Harris looking for the back cut with Madsen. Mitchell cut it off. Instead, it's McLaughlin. They got the matchup again. McLaughlin on McCain. And John Shire shot here. Rebound down to Jared McCain, who's an outstanding guard rebounder. Already got 5 today to go with 4 points. And McCain post fades and scores. Going at 23 and 11 at Carolina. Zachary short. Rebound chased down by Proctor. Here comes Duke on the run again. Proctor pulls up. And McLaughlin one-hands it. Mason Madsen and Zachary running the floor. Zachary sees Harris. And Harris drains his second 3 for Boston College.
There haven't been many transition opportunities for BC. Now a steal.
He leads them in steals, too. He poked it away from Mitchell. Harris just hit. field goals, Deb, in the last 6:04.
They're going to battle. They are going to be competitive on every possession. That's Earl Grant. That's who he is, and that's what he puts on the floor. And there's a much better age.
Filipowski and the senior Roach. Here's Filipowski, thought about a shot, and then nearly threw it into the crazies. What a save by Roach. Ended up in the hands of McCain, who couldn't convert. Filipowski knocks down the post pass, and still sees leading scorer and best player. McLaughlin way off the mark from three. Post was on his rear end for a second. Quick 5-on-4 Duke. And a rainbow from Foster makes BC pay. Seven straight for Duke. Here's McLaughlin inside Filipowski. About getting the first basket. It's about getting the offensive rebound as Filipowski's shot was airmailed there. That's what they did against Notre Dame. 21-2 second chance points on Wednesday. Post and a blocking foul is the second on Sean Stewart.
For UConn going against, by committee, the best offensive team, and they've earned it.
Quickly, how does UConn?
And Camila Cardoso, their 6'7" center for South Carolina, is not with the team right now, so that opens up the middle of the floor for those driving lanes.
Roach, jumper is good. He's got 7. What's been a balanced scoring half first half. McLaughlin inside, touch pass, post. Filipowski comes out of nowhere to swat it. Now with a shot clock off, Foster will put a halt to the proceedings.
The other thing about this building, fatigue. There's a wear-down effect. Quentin Post looks tired. He should have dunked that.
Duke can hold for the last one with Roach. Calling for the McCain screen. He eschews it. He shoots it. And it might have been tipped there by Claudell Harris Jr. Well, good and bad news if you're BC. The bad news are down. 3. Mason Matson finds himself with space. Jumpers in and out. Devin McLaughlin was there. Post as well. And the rebound corralled by Tyrese Proctor. 3 players with 7 for Duke. McCain with 6. Australia Proctor. 5th best assist to turnover mark in the ACC. Leads Duke at 3.7 assists per game. That was his first today. Mitchell with a right hand.
He averages 16 and 8.
Mitchell. Duke has scored off all 5 Boston. BC team that's won 2 of its last 3. At Notre Dame, home against Syracuse, the 1-point loss to Florida State. That's a much-needed shot to stop a 7-0 run from Harris.
And I've talked about Duke punishing the switches. So does BC. You know, Duke has been switching 1 through 5 all game.
39% three-point shooter. Harris has 3 of BC's 4 tonight. Filipowski, pretty soft contact by McLaughlin. He's called for the blocking foul. And just 2 for 9 for 8 points on Wednesday. BC very slow to start the half. They get a look for Post, and Filipowski commits his first foul. And those have been some of his fouls of late, Filipowski. He's committed. Post goes 2 for 2, off for 21 from 3, but still has the lead. They've been great on the offensive glass. Inside Mitchell, hacked, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I love the 2-man game with Roach and Filipowski. They
Very well improved their stock, be an NBA pick, could come.
recently changed the landscape. The transfer portal has
2-point threat today.
Quentin Post hasn't even taken a shot for BC yet in the half.
Eagles have 1 field goal in the last 6.5 minutes. Roach set up by McCain. 3. McCain. Filipowski charging in. Nearly had the offensive rebound, and he's a little slow to get back into the play. Numbers for BC, which takes advantage with finally to make his first field goal.
Well, at shoot-around today, we knew John Shire was keying on that matchup, trying to keep Post from getting hot.
Zachary trying to body Filipowski. That ball was knocked out of the cylinder.
I think it's all about matchups, right? I mean, when you're going against Bacot or P.J. Hall, those are two physical, dominant, low post, demanding of the basketball kind of players. And Quentin Post is not that.
Who's a little bit of a better shooter, have had big games here. So Duke has struggled with some big men of late, but not the case this afternoon. Filipowski guarding Aligbe right now, and Prince Aligbe hits a tough jumper. First points for Aligbe. 7 minutes into this half, Duke has stretched a 4-point halftime lead to 8. Mitchell. Oh, Mark Mitchell with his fifth three of the year.
I mean, he better make it because
The underside of the basket bounces right to Chaz Kelly, and Filipowski has his first rebound. Here's Mitchell stepping into Zachary, and he got the roll. Earl Grant's going to put a stop to these proceedings. Post will roll. He wants it against Young. Double team comes with Mitchell. Flipped out to Kelly. Matt's a good shooter. Offensive rebound. Aligbe just short-armed it, but he got fouled. And Prince Aligbe will have 2 shots. The recruited class of the country is headlined by Cooper.
perspective, Caitlin Clark has 899,000 in
Three-point range. That's been really their strength offensively, especially in conference games this year. They've been very good from deep. That's Filipowski with his second three.
I mean, they just go.
Zachary will take it. Zachary will miss it. He's 0 for 3 from out there. And it's Stewart inside. He got held by McLaughlin, who just came back in the game and now picks up his 4th foul. Philip Foster. There's by a ½ inch. 30.
Stewart's coming in number 1 with Cooper Flag.
Stewart's on the ball right now. This is Filipowski. They have double post very quickly. Zachary inside. Jaden Zachary has 8.
Zachary's just played his heads. Right now, they're featuring him in the 2-man game. Until BC figures out a way to stop it, Duke's been able to score on either side of the floor.
He's able to close there on Kelly, but Post is there for the uncontested putback. 8 points to start right about now. Foster. Filipowski extra pass. Proctor for 3. Post. There's a triple team there. Proctor with a steal. Proctor with a break. Proctor with a couple of steps. And Foster couldn't finish, but McCain is there to set up Filipowski.
Cute here. Move the ball. Post was too slow on that last possession, and the double came from the weak side.
There's a 3 for Chaz Kelly, just a 27%. Right now they have the ball off of the 7th turnover. Filipowski leads the way with 16. 4 Blue Devils in double figures. And a foul by Harris against Roach. Our feature matchup tonight, prime time. One of the best offensive performances you'll ever see against a Cal.
I like Danny Manning. I'm going to give Danny Manning a shout out.
All right.
1988 national champion.
Leading the way with 11 each. There's a drive by Harris. Here is Madsen. Missed a clean look from 3. McLaughlin keeps it alive. And feeds Madsen again. Got Filipowski in the air. A late whistle. Has not been able to draw too many fouls by the atmosphere, by the physicality of Duke.
Yeah, I thought
They're 18 and 5 overall, 9 and 3 in the league.
they didn't shoot any free throws in the first half, and I think that's the point that Coach Shire was making.
Mitchell over dribbles right into Kelly. Here's McLaughlin cutting inside Filipowski. Devin McLaughlin with 9. Because Caleb Foster on the floor now for Proctor. Mitchell has hit a 3, and Post is basically saying, go ahead, try it again. They sag off him, but Roach gets in the lane, and he's got 14.
And Roach scores, and he points at McCain, says, I see you over there in the corner. Next time he gets in the paint, he'll have that option.
McLaughlin from Madsen. McLaughlin's the 3rd Eagle in double figures.
Those are the plays McLaughlin needs.
Big leads. They really fight to the final whistle for Earl Grant.
1-3-1. change defensively?
He gets it inside to Mitchell, tight roping the baseline, and he draws the fourth foul.
Make a case for every ACC game except for Sarah.
Florida State game earlier in the week. You're down 16.
Well, they didn't say that to me.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, not contact there. Roach just lost the ball. No call. Kelly with a three in transition, or it's called a long two for the time being.
3-1. Make Duke hesitate a little bit. See if you can rebound out of this.
McCain's got post. McCain takes post. He blows by him and becomes a... The McCain family loving their son's continued development in this outstanding freshman season. Matson, strong drive. He's got 15.
He's around both of those guys has been outstanding too with Harrison Ingram.
So 2 minutes to play. Duke by 12. And a steal for Roach. Pickpocketing Zachary. Foster will take it right into the body of Harris. And those two end up on ACC Network and streaming live on the ESPN app for the
first four in. None of that stuff. This league has been outstanding.
Every night, we say, is a fight in the ACC and men's basketball. Maybe even more true on the women's side this year. 90 seconds to play. Zachary. He gets the friendly bounce. Jaden Zachary with 10. And time searching for that win the next time the Eagles come to town. Soon to drop to 0-14 all time. And 3-29 all time against Duke, period. Mitchell. By the way, John Scheyer told us he needs to score for us. He's got 17 today. Duke is about to be 28-3 when he scores 10 points or more.
He has to be a threat offensively.
Harris is fouled.
He's got more of a target. They're playing 4 guards. They're playing 4 out, and Mitchell has to.
They're going to be tested. Then 3 road games. Florida State, which has played very well in the league. Miami, Wake again. For Louisville here at home, and Virginia will come to town. They'll go to NC State. Carolina will come here down the stretch.
I really like Wake Forest.
He wins at this point. The net is good, the metrics are good, but Joe Lunardi
And Brad Brownell has a great group around P.J. Hall.
So 15-point Duke lead. Blue Devils get to 80. Harris a step back, no. And Duke can bleed the clock. Off another rebound from a guard. Jeremy Roach has it. This was all about balance for Duke. 5 players in double figures for the Blue Devils. Boston College remains winless all time at Cameron. Duke by 15 at home. And the Blue Devils with back-to-back home wins after the Carolina loss. It is a much happier week here in Durham. Mark Mitchell led the way with 17. Kyle Filipowski, Jeremy Roach with 16 right behind.
You know what, Kevin? 19 assists on